Coptic. I'm in the studio right now, PMP. I'm Taylor on myself. I produce records for Puff, Big, Jermaine, Goody Mob, a whole bunch of dudes, you know what I mean? So my biggest record was I Need a Girl, with Puff, with Usher, Loon, you know what I mean? Well, you know, getting a game is not an easy thing, you know what I mean? It's a lot harder now, and I feel bad for a lot of producers now that kind of come out now. It's really, really hard because it's so flooded with everybody wants to be a producer. And I was lucky that when I started, it was not really like that, you know, it was being a producer was a special thing. And Harv was really instrumental as far as getting my career where I needed to go, you know what I mean? And Harv Pierre was just a bad boy. He gave me a lot of advice. Right direction. I mean, when I first played my beats for him, he used to tell me straight up, yo, them beats is whack. Get them shits out of here. Then he played me Biggie joints, like, yo, this is what you need to be playing. This is what you need to be making. Go back to the lab and work on that. Right now, I'm working on my artist. I got my artist from Nashville, Tennessee. He's 18 years old. His name is Little Goonie. Little Goonie is like a street rapper, but he can make dope radio records, you know what I'm saying? Just look out for him. His song is called Girls Gone Wild. Really, really hot. I'm also working on my African project, which is a compilation based, you know, with African and American music put together. I try to keep my setup as simple as possible. So what I have right now is a MPC 4000, Motif 6, Reason, and a Mac. You know what I mean? And Pro Tools. You know, that's it basically. Yeah, PMP is a great site, man, because it links you up with the right artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I have records out there, there's a lot of artists that I work in projects I cannot get in touch with because I just simply don't know them, or I don't know anybody that's doing their project. I don't know their A&R, or sometimes I don't even know they're doing the project because I'm, you know, just got other things going on. So PMP is a good way for me to link up with those artists that I just spoke about. You know, and just dump music to the A&R directly. You know, he could actually just go home or go to his office the next day and listen to the tracks. If he likes any of the tracks, could contact me and pay for the track and help you make money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great thing. You know what I mean? It connects you with your consumer, which is me and my consumer as A&Rs and artists, and that's what PMP does. It connects with my consumer, and I make the sale. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, world? This is Soul G. Chilling in the studio, making the beats with my man Coptic, O'Shea, got my man Doc Little, BK all day, you know how we do. Keeping it hot, we just trying to put some fire on it, you know what I'm saying? This is something I was working on at the crib, you know, basically, like, I don't really have a formula that I use for beats, I just work all day, and at the end of the day, what I like, I keep. What I don't, I just put it on the stash and go back and work on it again. This is something I was working on for Jadakiss. It's actually his voice in the hook. And I know right now the South thing is big. So what I'm trying to do is make some sounds that could play along the South shit, but like, you know, that's not necessarily straight up South, you know. Just like back in the days when the West Coast was hot, eventually the West Coast sound got swallowed up into the East Coast sound and it became something new. And I think that's what's going to happen with the South. The South and the East is going to merge and it's just going to become one sound. What I work on at home is I work on Pro Tools, Logic Audio, MPC. My favorite thing for making a track though is actually Logic Audio because what I do is I have an internal drum machine in Logic, a lot of different plugins, you know, for keyboard sounds. I don't use much external keyboards. I just like the whole concept of having a studio in a box, you know, to be able to process and mix my joint all in one place. Because back in the days I used to have so many different pieces of gear, getting it all to work together. Now it's just so simple, you know, one program, one computer, nice set of speakers, and you know, and basically the equipment isn't what makes the beat only, you know. You gotta have a little bit of skills, you know what I mean, you know, and originality.
I'm doing an album, right? The African albums, African hip hop album. We're just gonna feature artists from Africa, artists from America, known artists and unknown artists, unsigned artists. Like, like I was born in Ghana, West Africa. Came here when I was like 13. I still speak the languages, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people over there. My family's over there. I know the music. I know all the cultural stuff. I figure I might just put it together and make an album. All the rappers are from Africa. We're all African, and there's a lot of African artists that's dope also that never got to meld together and make records together. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to do: put everything together, and make it happen. Also, I'm gonna donate, 50% of the money made from the album to like Darfur, for people that's displaced, and for music departments in Africa. Like when I was growing up, my country, even though I went to, I went to a good school, my school didn't have a music department. We take that for granted in America, you know what I mean? Every junior high school has that. We didn't have that, you know what I'm saying? So I just set some of that up too. So it's like, it's for charity also, you know what I mean? So there's a few artists that's interested, that's involved. I got Memphis Bleak right now. I got what's playing right now, Black Moon, Smith & Wesson. I got on the African side, I got Angelique Kidjo, who's from one of the biggest African artists out there, from Benin, lives in France. I got her on the project, got a record with her, it's dope. I got a record with this kid from Zimbabwe that rhymed, Zimbabwe Legit, that's also dope. I got Ruff from the R&B dude Rel, he's been Rockefeller on there. I got King Aisoba, who's also from Ghana, he's like the #1. I think he won the MTV Award for African Artist of the Year. He's also on the project with me. I have a few people in the project. Everything's moving smooth, one artist at a time, trying to get everybody involved and get it, so we can help people out. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be great music. It's gonna be something you never heard before because it's gonna combine the sounds you never heard before from Africa. And, things you never heard before, but it's also going to highlight the similarities between hip hop music and African music, and how everything's just so similar. It's more similar than you think. You know what I mean? So that's really where I'm trying to take it. With records like this is a Joe Bleak, and my man David Mensah, who's from Ghana. He lives in London. He sings the hook on there. So everything's going to be like an African artist, American artist, just going different, different, hitting both sides of it. You know what I'm saying?